welcome back to Yoga with Cass. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's more of a tutorial rather than a class. So we're working on one pose specifically, and that pose is going to be crow. So crow is an arm balance, lots of work in the triceps and back body, along with abdominals, really squeezing in and you're drawing everything towards the midline. So let's get started with our tutorial. And we're going to face the side. So I'm going to take you through a few different ways to get into your crow pose. The first one we're going to work on is malasana into crow pose, which is your yoga squat into the arm balance. So let's place the hands on the ground. We'll come through our tabletop shape. You're just going to step one foot outside of the hand, other foot outside of the hand, and then sit your hips nice and low. I'm just going to back up so I don't crash into anything. Okay, so you might need to come into the middle of your mat. Those elbows are going to be placed right inside of the knees. Hands are going to come into prayer, and then try to set your tailbone down as you're reaching the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Now from here, for our crow pose, we're keeping that elbow to inner thigh or to tricep connection here. So see how my tricep is right inside the leg? We're going to keep that. Lean our hands forward, hands placed down. Your fingers are spread super, super wide. And now you're going to lift the hips up slightly. So just getting this connection, rock forward and back here. We're not going to go into the pose just yet. You're just going to tip your weight forward and the arms come into chaturanga. So see how I'm bending quite low. My shoulders are in line, almost in line with my elbows. Okay, so that's the idea you want and the pressure you want in the hands. Most important thing when we go into it is going to be looking forward and then lifting your belly up. So you're squeezing that belly into the back. So elbows are going to stay connected, hands on the ground. You can lift your seat up a little bit higher, come onto your toes. Now look forward, pull the belly into the back, round your back like a cat spine. So instead of flat back here, press the ground away, lean forward, bend your elbows. Now you might take one foot off the ground, lower, other foot off the ground, lower, and release back down to malasana. Just circle out your wrists, give them a little break. We'll do that one more time, maybe floating both feet, maybe not. Do what you feel comfortable with today, don't force it. Again, elbows connect to those inner thighs, make sure they're on the triceps. Hands reach forward, hips lift up, belly pulls into the back, you're rounding the upper back, look forward. So think of your chin going to the top of the mat. Now maybe one foot floats, maybe the other foot floats and you stay, hold, 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 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet back down. Good, release those wrists. Let's just take a little break here. Hands down, knees down, come into your tabletop and we'll take a few cat and cows just to release the spine. Inhale for cat. Exhale back to cat. One more time. Inhale, cat. Exhale back to cat. And come to your neutral spine. So from here, the next variation we're going to go to is our forward fold. So our standing forward fold, and then that will take us into crow. So you're just going to step your feet in, hips up high, and then fold over the legs. So let's stretch the back of the legs first. You can just grab opposite elbows, let the head hang, and gently sway side to side. Releasing the back of the legs here. And then releasing your hands down. Now from here, make sure your hands are planted firmly on the ground. They're not going to be too close to the feet. You want them out in front of you just a little bit because that's when we lean our way forward. So from here, we're bending into the knees as if you're kind of sitting into a chair pose. You're going to lift your heels nice and high. So heels up. Now first I just want you to rock the weight forward and back from the hands and then into the feet. Maybe you're even floating the toes here. Legs can still be bent. Inhale, come forward, shift the weight into your hands. Maybe float the heels slightly. Exhale, lean it back, float the toes if you can, keep a bend in the knees. One more time, inhale forward, so we're getting used to weight bearing in the hands, soft bend in the elbows as well. Exhale, lean back, float the toes if you can. Nice, now from here we'll come into our crow pose this way. We're going to lift the heels off of the mat, bend the knees as much as you need to. Now you're going to open your knees to a diamond shape, so open the knees out, and then you're sitting the hips nice and low. That's it. So from here, puff that upper back again. The knees are coming to the triceps. So try to get the knees high up on the arms, as high as you can get them. Bend the elbows, look forward again. That's the most important part. Puff your upper back. We're gonna take the same variation. Maybe one foot floats. Lower it down. Other foot floats. Lower down. And then fully release, come back into your forward fold, send the hips up high, grab opposite elbows, release, sway side to side. We are going to do that one more time. So when you're ready, place the hands back down. You're going to bend into the knees. You're going to lift the heels nice and high. Knees are going to open to a diamond shape. Sit your hips lower. Knees are going to connect to the triceps. Lean forward, puff your upper back. So you're rounding like a cat. Pull your belly into your back. Look forward, lean forward, and you'll find that tipping point. So I don't want you to jump the feet here. Once we jump, we do fall, and I don't want you to hit your face on the ground. I want you to feel like you're floating. So lift one leg slowly, maybe the other, and hold. 3, 2, release. Good. Let's shake it out. So just find the variation that works for you. If you can't come into a full malasana, so this is your malasana here, hands into prayer. Your hips might just be a little too tight. That's fine. Go with the other variation. That's what I suggest. But if you can't do the malasana one, personally, I do find that a little bit easier. Go with the variation that works for your body. If you do have any comments or questions about this, please let me know in the comments. And I hope this helped. Enjoy the rest of your day.